welcome to the Degeneration Podcast.
Hey, we're back.
We're back. No one asked us to come back, but we're back. So
we decided it was time.
Yeah, you know that so much for going viral like this virus because we had like 70 plays. Well, but to be fair, when Pokemon Go comes out, people are looking for different news sources or something, a new angle on it. When it's a deadly pandemic, no one gives a shit about some fucking shitty podcast has to say. That's okay.
Yeah, honestly, we're just another tiny blip on people's radar.
Yeah,
that they're not checking.
You know, until we're the only podcast left because everyone else dies.
We will outlast them.
Yeah, then we'll get some sponsorships like masks and N95 masks are going to sponsor our podcast.
Or the M3 masks.
What's an M3?
It's like, so M3 is that tape company that makes all these different types of fucking tapes and adhesives, and they are apparently the manufacturer of...
Oh, that's 3M.
Or 3M.
No.
I'm dyslexic on Saturdays, so sorry about that.
Yeah, the rest of the time you're just retarded.
Dude, I'm just regular old retard.
Yeah. Damn, I miss that kid.
Which one?
The one that makes the noise, the derp noise. We won't say his name, but the derp noise. He's not actually, like, retarded, but he's not retarded.
If you saw him interact with other children, you'd be like, that kid's fucking really retarded. and you'd probably be right. If you're like, yeah, what is he good at math? You'd be like, yeah, he's really good at math.
Yeah.
Is he good at any sort of social interaction with anyone? No. So,
No. Unless they're 3 years younger than him.
Yeah, they're like far inferior in terms of intelligence and social cues. He's golden.
Can you see my face? Now you can see my face.
I can.
Misplaced. You can. That's good.
I just, make the audience aware that Andrew and I are both indeed shirtless.
We're shirtless and we're social distancing.
And we are social distancing to the max.
But it feels like our nipples are mere inches away from each other.
It's because they are. I'm a broad-shouldered dyke.
If we touch nipples, do you think we cure the virus? An electrical pulse goes out throughout the world, and half the people disappear, but the virus is cured?
Do you mean virtually or in person?
Virtually.
Yeah, I think if we did it in person, it'd be too much power to control.
It'd be like fucking, it'd be like fucking Thanos, man. Half the people just
snapping his fingers.
Just where nipples go, and it goes, we don't even have to snap, it just nips to nips.
Nips to nips makes the...
And all that power, and you still couldn't sustain an erection.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm a flaccid man these days.
If you had to kill people, like, that you didn't know, and indiscriminately and indifferently like that, in a process like that, would you do it to maintain erections if you had someone to use them on, which you don't?
If that were the only way to maintain an erection?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're weighing your pros and cons there. You're like, kill 50 trillion people, bust a quick old nut. Because it's going to be quick. If you're already having trouble staying erect, that's going to be a quick process.
Oh, yeah, of course. It was like a fucking 3/4 of a hard-on, like, just spouting immediately.
Yeah, 3/4, somewhere of a 3/5 guy.
You're a 3/5 guy. 3/5 compromise. What if there's someone that could only get hard by hearing about the 3/5 compromise, like out of a history textbook? Like his lover, he's taking her from behind, and she's reading out the stuff about the 3/5 compromise.
She's like, 1790. Who signed the bill?
1790.
I don't know when the.
He is in the 1800s.
It's just a joke. I'm not actually versed in the. I'm just kidding. It was actually 1832.
That makes it better because you did pretending that it's a joke, but you genuinely had no idea what century it was.
Yeah.
So our place of employment of where we met each other has not closed down yet. Or it's closed, but has not decided what to do about its employees yet. So I'm just going to clock in virtually on Monday and see what they do about it.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I told our director, and she's like, "Yeah, why not?"
Yeah, why not? I have yet to figure out how to virtually clock in.
You should probably do that. You're not going to get paid for the last 2 weeks. They're not exactly giving the money away right now.
Yeah, they're not. Actually, well, didn't the government just sign that stimulus bill? So I think we'll get a kickback from that. Which
$1,200, like in May.
Yeah, after we're 4 months behind on our rent.
Yeah, not our rent.
But... Well, yeah, I know, because we both live at home because we're adults who've made it.
Yeah, we made it. We decided to, in addition to that, work with children. So.
Yeah, we're just fucking living the dream right now.
Right? We get along with our parents for the most part, and like.
Yeah, that's up for debate, but yeah.
I do. Sucks for you.
It does suck for me.
Because you have longer ahead of you for it.
Man, I'm telling you, man, with this, the last 2 weeks, my mind's definitely been on a bit of a loop. Feeling like I'm lost at times, and that has really been coming out in my dreams. Good Lord.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, I think I had the most fucked up dream, so you tell me yours.
Okay, you're definitely going to take the cake.
Yeah, this is really fucked up.
My dream last night involved myself and people I knew from high school I was never friends with.
Oh, yeah, I've had those, yeah.
When we were 14 or 15, and it was so vivid. It was really weird. But, long story short, I had a birthday party in 2 feet of snow. Mind you, it was also an outside-only birthday party. No one was going inside. And one of the people that came as a +1, he was not invited. It was really, really fucking rude. He brought a gun to a 13-year-old's birthday party, and we all got arrested for an unregistered firearm. I went to jail for 80 days. I don't know why it was 80.
Why? It wasn't your fucking gun.
I know. I just got pinned with it.
I feel like that dream tells me that you're feeling trapped, but that was your lame, convoluted way to get yourself in a trapped position, for your brain. Or you really want to be a school shooter, and this is just the formulation. This is the foundations for it.
It's just starting to bring me towards the dark side.
Yeah, it's let's put a gun in here. Let's put some kids in here. Oh, you end up in jail because someone had a gun. No, the next one's going to be fucking escaping from or shooting up a school. Probably you shooting up. Me I've had more than one dream where I had to escape from one.
Escape from shooting up school?
No, no, not I did and then had to escape it's a level in a video game.
I was just going to say, man, if you've already had those and you're getting away scot-free, I need to know some of these details so I can go in with the best plan possible. I need maximum collateral damage.
Yeah, no, it was I had to escape from a room. I was screw you guys, and I just ran. We're holed up in a room, and I was fucking ran because I'm fuck this. I'm not gonna stay in here.
Fight or flight.
Yeah. I was two things happen. You either get away or you get shot in the back in the hallway. 50-50.
50-50. I like those odds.
Yeah.
Better odds than I have at most things.
And it's better odds than just staying in the classroom.
Yeah, and then I love that it crosses everyone's mind. They're oh, just play dead. No, they won't notice. If I were that school shooter, I'd be double tapping everybody.
Take their wallets. His wallet's gone! Back to the Future. He just took that guy's wallet!
What? Marty! Is that you made a time machine? Out of a DeLorean? Oh, it's a classic.
There needs to be an update where Marty goes back to stop a school shooting. Or make sure it still happened so his parents got together.
I'm picturing him coming in the DeLorean. He's right outside the school, and he can hear gunshots, and he goes in, and he's got the guy in his sights. He's about to take him, and he's oh, my Parkinson traveled back in time too. And then he starts shaking and throws the gun. And then he dies. Yeah.
It's a short film.
It was a short one.
Yeah. Are you ready for this horrible dream?
I am. I know we got a little sidetracked.
Oh, this is bad.
I want to hear it.
This is somehow worse than what we were just describing. So, you're gonna get the symbolism pretty quick from this, but I had a dream that someone that we used to work for that was a little portly and had red hair tried to finger my butthole in a meeting.
In a meeting?
Just me and him, and he...
Him! Oh!
We will not name names, but you know who it is. And
oh, that's great.
he got in my butthole. And then I just started... What's that?
What was your proximity to each other? Were you guys like kitty corner right next to each other?
No, we were just like in a little conference room. And he just like lunged at me.
Ooh. Okay.
And they had like fat fingers and they were like exploring. I think he got in. Exploring my butthole.
You think?
Yeah.
How many fingers do you think he got? Was it one or was it...
It was one and he was like... He was going for the second. He was going like...
He's just flicking his fingers like he would do...
Yeah, no, he was like going... He was like fucking rabbit in a hat trying to pull it out.
Did you clench up or did you loosen?
I think I loosened. No, and then I saw him like, what the fuck, man? And I pushed him off, but it was hard because his fingers...
They're so big. They're like...
Yeah, they were big fingers. You know his fingers. They're big.
They're big. They're meaty.
Meaty.
He cracked his knuckles growing up.
Those are some meaty fingers. That dude cracked his knuckles and they were swollen ever since. And they were swollen inside my butthole in my dreamscape. And then I had to run to HR. I had to run away from him to HR. And then it kept being on another floor. It was like every time I got to the fucking HR, it was like, no, it's on the next floor. And he was like behind me. So he's like chasing me to try to get there first to like get ahead of the situation.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, because he had more clout and he could be like, no, I didn't think. He tried to say I fingered his butt and I did not finger his butt. He's lying to get more money.
Yeah, I don't want fingers, but only if he asked. I mean,
yeah. And yeah, it was really messed up because I tried to, it ended before I could even like officially get to the HR, and then it devolved into some like thing with puppets and a mass shooting, and it was a bad dream.
You started out really hot, and then it went downhill. Very fast.
Yeah, it was bad, but it's symbolic of getting like dicked around by the organization, being fucked by work, by not knowing if I'm laid off yet or not. So.
Well, yeah, it's frustrating, man. I know we're obviously in limbo, but it feels like the majority of the other big companies in the United States, I mean, and even smaller companies, you know,
or nonprofits and
I mean, nonprofits have started to look at and starting to look towards making a decision on retaining employees or letting them go.
Yeah.
But if you make the decision, you got to reach out and let people know.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's a couple things I'd like to go back to. Was it an over-the-pants type finger butthole?
No. Through the pants. Okay. Inside the pants.
Inside pants. So, did he reach in the front door and scoot
back
around?
No.
Go, nice.
No, because I would have got nervous and peed on him.
It's my first time. Just kidding, that's not.
Yeah.
And that's everywhere.
My knuckles, they got rivers. They're rivers.
I've got legs for days.
Legs for days on these fat knuckles. What's your other question?
So that was the first one. Second question is, what were the other people around the table amidst this conference meeting? Were they looking? Did they have any...
Oh, no, it was just me and him, man, because we had that meeting, like... me and him had a meeting like a couple weeks ago, like literally like the last business day before we were like, nope, we're all going home.
Yeah.
It was like, you're doing such a great job, and this and that. And it's like...
As he's saying it, he's just slowly inching...
No, not in the dream. Like, in real life, he said that. And then, so now, how did...
I know, but in the dream, he's got to keep his hand going.
Yeah, and so, like, my brain managed to turn the best job I've ever done at the best place I've worked for into me getting fingered by my boss.
Well, that's how it feels, right? Our company is essentially going to throw us to the curb.
Well, it should have thrown it to his curb with a thank you and like, we're going to reach out to you, to some of you, when things come back because I value your contributions here. However, due to the situation, we're not able to pay anyone through the situation. So That's not our fault. It's not your fault.
Yeah, I think you could expect that.
That would have been nice. By now, 2 weeks.
Nice.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
That was 2 weeks, and I'm gonna go talk to my buddy Johnny. See if Johnny knows how to handle the management.
Oh, I thought you had to go to the John like you had to pee. I was like, just say you got to piss. We like to say piss on this program.
Okay, well, open your mouth. Open
Ah.
that mouth. Let me see how wide it goes.
First I'm opening my butthole, now I'm opening my mouth.
Yeah, what's next?
My urethra.
Your urethra. I just had a thought. You know when you go to the dentist, and
Yeah.
first of all, I hate the fucking dentist.
I've postponed my meeting, like my dental appointment 3 times, and then it got canceled because of the corona.
That's great.
I'm winning. I'm winning the virus.
Winning. Didn't have to pay the cancellation fee.
No.
That's great. However, when you're in Satan's workshop that we call the dentist, and they open your mouth with those like plier things,
Yeah.
right? What if someone just continuously just was peeing down your throat as your doctor's like, yeah, and of course they're always asking you questions about like how your day's going. Yeah, how's work? Hi, Ashley. Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta floss more. Oh yeah, hold on 1 second. Hey Marsha, can you come here? Yeah, hold him down. I'm just gonna pee right down his guzzle, and just endlessly just pours urine.
It's just they're all male dentists too. You don't even get the marginal benefit of seeing some cooter, albeit one that's peeing down your throat.
And he
all that, no fur.
So it's like a really golden brothy,
Yeah.
hearty.
He's eating a lot of soup, and it's like it all looks like the fucking broth.
The whole day is just straight chicken broth.
He's just like, oh.
And the icing on the cake, it was asparagus flavored chicken broth. No.
And they're still asking. He's still asking you questions like, "So, you in school? You working?" You like spit some out to try to generally answer the question because you're so put down in life that you're like actually want to answer the questions.
Yeah.
I always want to be like, I never have the courage to be like, "Fuck you." Just fucking finish your job so I can get the fuck out of here. But I'm always like, oh, well, yeah, school's great.
Yeah. I bet, to be honest, that's a great point. I bet some of them get kicks out of it. Or like when they're done with the patient, they're like, hey, Mark, you hear this fucking idiot David this 10-year-old kid David trying to answer how he did on his spelling test? Yeah, I asked him 6 times. He couldn't get a word out.
Yeah. That's great. Maybe you should have stopped peeing down his mouth. I would have, but I had so much soups.
Yeah, I drink all these soups. It's gotta go somewhere.
It ain't even the chunky.
It's not chunky.
It was the chunky. The chunks would be falling out of my urethra.
Campbell's Chunky, man. They used to make good commercials.
They did with athletes and stuff, like Donovan McNabb. Yeah.
I remember one with LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, we're gonna tweet this at both of them.
We should.
Hey, fast forward to the 18-minute mark, or stick around for a story of a 37-year-old man getting Dreamscape fingered by his boss.
Yeah, and he's got fat knuckles.
Fat knuckled boss.
Fat knuckles.
Getting fingered by your fat knuckled boss while you're sleeping.
That sounds like it could be a title on like Pornhub. Stepbrother has weird interaction with boss, but turns into great moment between the two of them.
What if it's just like a scene where you think you're getting like a regular stepsister porno, and you got your dick out, and it's all him just admitting to that his boss, like slowly admitting that his boss fingered him, and that's it, and that's the end of the video.
Oh my god, I choked. As you're hearing that, you're just still continually stroking. You're like, why is this like clear and concise message turning me on?
Yeah, this is like, wow, this is really good acting. First you're like, man, this is kind of good acting. Like, what happens?
I need to stick around. And then halfway through, and it's just getting really serious at that point, you're just hit with an ad of like, quit jerking off. Come watch porn. You're like, no, I need storylines.
Yeah.
And you're just dying.
That's the type of porn I would watch at this point. I haven't watched porn for like 3 months.
Man, dude, that's good for you. I haven't had sex in like 2 years.
Well, it's good. It's good for me, and like, except if I want a genuine boner from looking at strange things.
You're like, man, that magazine cover, it's got some nice weight to it.
Yeah, there's some heft.
Yeah, look at it. What's this paper?
I'm afraid that I'm gonna go down an even darker path, and like I'll find out that that I only can get that going from like reading the stats of coronavirus.
You're like, oh yeah, okay. Now let's move the kill count slider up. Oh,
3%.
Oh,
It's currently at 1.8%.
Sorry, I was metaphorically ejaculating over an 8% death rate. What'd you say?
1.8%.
That's still incredibly high.
That's global, yeah.
Mm.
No, that's
Right.
U.S. Sorry, global's higher.
So we're just on the cusp of April.
Yeah.
Right? A couple more days until April.
Yeah.
How far do you think this will go before? I mean, not before vaccine, but before we really start to see things return to like a state of normalcy.
I think we go back to work in July. Not us. We're fucked.
I mean, we are. Honestly.
Yeah, there's not gonna be summer camps. They're not gonna suddenly open for parents. Like they have to figure shit out. I'd say July. Some people start going back to work. They might consider baseball games with no people or low people, and then they figure out not, and there's still not going to be a baseball. And then it's going to come back in the fall, and if they'll cancel football, and we have to quarantine again.
I mean, honestly, I think that's a really accurate prediction. I think it's that, if not worse.
Yeah.
And I think all of these sports organizations, so MLB, NFL, especially the ones that are coming up, into season, they are going to be trying to push the envelope in terms of when they can start back up because they're just losing money,
Yeah. I mean, MLS is fucked. No one watches it on TV.
Well, yeah, that's true.
They get most of their money from, like, people going to games, I think. They get a TV deal, but, like, the ratings aren't good.
Yeah, and it's, those tickets compared to, tickets of MLB, NFL, NBA, those are on the lower end, right? So those are cheaper. So
the poors can afford them.
What'd you say?
The poors can afford them somewhat, yeah.
The feeble of DC.
It's like $30, $35, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty affordable, yeah.
I mean, it's like decent seats, too.
That's like 6 beers or something, If you went out to watch a game and you just had some beers, like, you might as well, for that price, you might as well go watch the game.
Yeah, I know. Of course. Just try and guzzle them back. All right, well, this guy is going to go use the John. And no, we don't say this around here.
I'm going to pause it while you fucking piss down some child's dental mouth. Not dental mouth, but mouch.
Dental clam.
While you piss on some appointment and he has nothing to say about it until, like, on a podcast 27 years later. The day after he had a horrible dream. But it all goes back to that dental appointment.
Yeah, we do. We do gotta get that. Wait, what'd you say about the dental appointment?
That's when it started. That's I had like a flash memory of that. You're triggering me.
You're triggering me.
Alright, come back. I'm going to tell you why I reject dental hygienists on Tinder. Okay. I'll see you in a sec. Wow, we back. So, about dental hygienists, I tend to swipe left on them in Tinder because I just think of, maybe not the other ones. I feel like they're only on Tinder. They're like, I can't cut it on Bumble or Hinge. I'm just going to stay on Tinder.
I've never crossed paths with them on Hinge. I usually don't frequent Tinder as much, but
well, it's because you have your age set pretty low because you're a youngin'. You're a boyish boy.
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy. Even though your sexual experience are much more likely to A, occur, and B, more quality if the woman is older than you at your age.
Well, while I do concede those points, it has been quite a while since my last coitus, so I'm out of practice.
It's like riding a bike. If that bike has feelings that you object to.
slap the Viking to submit.
Yeah, like the feelings that you're both ignoring, or that like you're ignoring and they're not really fully addressing the right way, or they are addressing it and you still don't care, and they're like, it's fine, he'll love me eventually, and
it's okay.
Or it's just sex. I don't know.
That sounds really healthy. That sounds like what I need in my life.
What?
Just I need some avoidance of emotions during sex. That'd be great.
You haven't had sex without having emotions before?
Never.
I'm more like the opposite. I've never cried during sex or even got close to crying. Maybe a couple times I'm like, this is awesome, but...
I was, this one time, the old, belt around the neck maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just, cut off some circulation. I, middle of, sex, just started, pulling it tighter and tighter, and I was just trying to, he's on the 20, the 10. I was just, get it to the end zone. Because I wanted to feel.
Touchdown!
As I just destroy them.
We're going to go for 2.
Below me. Wait, what'd you say?
We're going to go for 2. Like, what you need is a buoy, man. Like, in your fucking ocean of sadness, you need a buoy. Just fuck.
A buoy.
You need a fuck buoy.
I love it.
Nice and round and bouncy.
She's my FB. Oh, what is that? Like your Facebook friend? No, she's my fuck buoy.
Well, like you just look at the pictures and it's like, it just reminds me of going to the dentist, and I'm like, I don't want to be reminded to go to the dentist. And imagine like fucking having a conversation and they're talking about dental anything, and you're like, unless we're talking about dental dams and how they're stupid, like I don't want to have this conversation again.
Right? Nothing about the dentist fills me with any feelings of like intimacy or like anything happy. There's nothing happy about that.
It's just like they poke at you and they tell you you're not good enough.
Yeah. Be like, look, you've never fucking done a good thing in your life. What? You can't even floss your goddamn gums, right? You piece of shit.
It takes you 2 minutes. You only go, you brush your teeth right before you fall asleep, and it's half-assed. And then you don't brush them in the morning, do you? And the morning's 11:30, isn't it? Like, yeah. You and
my dad should go hang out so you guys can just agree about what you say all day.
Yeah, it's just bad. You don't go to you could go to a fucking oncologist and they're not going to be like, well, you should have seen this coming, this cancer, because of your lifestyle. They don't judge you. They're just like, well, it looks like you had cancer, time to operate.
Yeah, they're trying to help you out. When it's a dentist, it's like dentists make you feel like you're putting a burden on them.
Yeah. Do you not want to make money, you fucking dentist?
Yeah, you guys already charge me a gas and don't accept my fucking Cobra insurance.
Just give me the gas so I can have a little bit of joy in my life, just for a second.
Come on, just hook me up, doc.
Like, this is just a cleanup. I said gas me.
Gas it.
I want the fucking gas. Give me the fucking gas.
If I ever had like a connect that was a dental hygienist, that's a guy, right? Because we don't associate with the female hygienist.
No, we don't. Swipe left.
Those whores on the Tinder. If I was really ever at a point in my life where I'm like, yeah, dude, it's time to go. Number 1, skydiving and not pulling the chute. Number 2, going to the dentist and you turn that shit on and you just keep turning the nozzle. Just don't stop.
You're like, it's so dead. I'm dead. One time when I was a kid, I was probably like 10 or 12. I went to the dentist and they gave me the gas, and the radio was on, and there was a news flash about some murder, and I was like, they're dead. I just started laughing. There was like 2 people dead. I just started laughing. They're like, what's so funny? I was like, the murder.
You're like, yeah, this kid's kind of fucked.
This kid is fucked up, man.
Oh, that's funny, man. I have memories of when they gave me the gas the first time, and I was thinking about, I was like saying stuff about playing soccer, or I was like dreaming, or like was chasing the dragon so hard that it was like, oh, I'm playing soccer. Oh, Jimmy, pass me the ball. Oh, that's okay. Oh, you can dribble if you want. Oh my god. why are you peeing in my mouth?
In my mouth. Hey, this kid's fucking annoying the shit out of me. Let's all pee in his mouth.
Yeah. Get Cheryl in here, fucking front desk bitch. Get out here.
Get Cheryl in here. And she's like, hold on, let me put down the samples. Oh, the samples of the toothbrushes and the toothpaste and the plasters. I'm gonna drop the plasters. Drop it, you bitch.
Oh my god, what am I doing? Cheryl, God, this is why you work the front desk.
How much Folgers have you had today, Cheryl? Just let it go.
It's my 7th cup, you know.
Yeah.
You know they say every day's better when Folgers in your cup or some bullshit.
Let her fly, you bitch. Cheryl, make eye contact with me. Doctor, what are you? I said. Hey, eye contact with me. Did you just call me a doctor? Oh God, I'm gonna come.
Oh, yeah. Did you just call me doctor? Oh, I love trying to flex that I'm a doctor even though I'm a fucking dentist. Oh. God, dude, dentists are the worst type of doctor.
Oh God, it's a life-threatening cavity.
Oh no, we're gonna have to perform a C-section. Oh.
It looks like, is that plaque? Looks like you're a bad person.
I am now absolutely questioning your moral choices. Yeah, what is that? Oh, what? Are your gums bleeding? God.
Yeah, Jesus.
Who fucking raised you?
Yeah, you're raised by fucking wolves they eat a lot of candy. In their caves, they're candy wolves. They're cave candy wolves.
You're just trying to scratch that sugar itch. Oh.
Been eating a lot of suckers, haven't you? You been sucking on suckers? You been sucking some suckers?
I'm some Werther's Originals. That's all I eat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 4 servings of Werther's.
You fancy yourself a Jolly Rancher? You live on a ranch eating jollies all day?
Yeah, what
Look at these teeth.
Call it, the Jolly Ranch?
I poke you with my poker metal thing and it sticks to it. You know what that means? You're a bad little boy.
You're a bad boy. I love that. I don't know, kids. This is why kids have PTSD from dentists. They're
terrible.
Just telling you how bad you are with your mouth aghast.
I'd rather fucking emote and cry or feel numb or feel like worthless in a therapist chair than any day of the week. My worst moments in a therapist chair, way better than my best moment with a dentist.
I completely agree. Wait, what did I just... Oh, I just thought of... When they're in there, so before they're in your mouth, they haven't put the fucking, like, spacers in your mouth to keep it ajar.
Oh, my anxiety is pumping.
Oh, absolutely. Right away. But right as they take the little scraper... and they start going around your teeth. My dentist always used to pull, oh, yes, that's the X570, yep, and we got a clavicle on this side, even though that's a term for your...
Clavicle's like where your neck meets your shoulder.
But they're like, and the A17, yes, ABC, D, E, F, you little faggot kid, your G13, and your H12, and they just start picking numbers and letters.
Yeah.
Assigning them to random...
It's like you just mashed up some donuts on his teeth. Let him sit there and fester. God, you piece of shit. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah. I bet you don't use fluoride, you fucking wannabe. Huh?
Is your dad own a candy store? So you let you work the register, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the candy store, that sweet chocolate candy store.
Did you know Willy Wonka was a child molester? Whoa, what?
You know where that glass elevator went to, huh?
Because I don't.
Yeah, I really want to know. I mean, I didn't read the sequel, so...
Glass elevator.
Yeah, I heard it was good. I heard it was great. Oh, God. Yeah, but I swipe left on them because they just don't... They don't look like someone I'd go out with, you know?
No, they seem...
They just have a blank look. Kind of like if you... I had to deliver food to a plastic surgeon's office a couple times, and these women had, like... Look, their lips look like this. And they're like... Welcome to Death and Wars and Harvingtons, or whatever. It was like some, like, Middle Eastern type name or something, and they looked like they were, like, combined with every race. The women that worked there, like, the girls had, like, they were... Like, if you took their plastic surgery away and their blank look, they were attractive. But, like, they all had, like, some form of plastic surgery on their face, you could tell. And it was just, like, it was very surreal going in there, man.
Oh, I'm sure. They probably get discounts out the ass working at the office.
Can I get some button pads? You've been working here 2 weeks, Samantha. And like, okay.
Yeah, we'll take that out of your next paycheck.
Fire up that tush. I like to experiment. We'll just throw you in the trash if it didn't work, and no one will ever know about you.
Hey, show me what your mother gave you. I like that one, huh?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Man, Charlie, I'm thinking Charlie in the Chocolate Factory in the glass elevator, that just sounds like a prequel to the Jonestown murders. And they're just like, boop, 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 and they're just going to go up, and Willie's like, hey, Charlie, look at this new Kool-Aid. It's called Flavor Aid. The elevator will keep going up if you sip. And then it's done.
And then Charlie, Willy Wonka's like son, his estranged son, they get back in contact with each other, and he burns the factory down and then goes to South America.
That starts Jonestown.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah, but dude, swipe left on dental hygienist on Tinder. All day.
Bye. I can't press stop. No, we're going to continue. False bye. A false goodbye.
False goodbye.
Are there any other trends you've noticed on these sites that you're just like, nah?
Dude, horse girls are, number one, fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I've noticed that for years now. Two, there's usually a little light bulb that goes off in your head as you're scrolling through the pictures. Before you've verified that is indeed a horse girl, you get to like the third picture and you're like,
she's a fucking horse girl, yeah.
You're like, there's something not right about your really fucking wide smile right now. I bet you're a horse girl. Next picture, it's her with the fucking stupid hat on, galloping over a hurdle that her dad bought for her. Horse is probably more fondled. There's probably more. What word am I searching for here? Whatever. The dad, her dad probably likes that horse more than
that hearse. He's gonna be fondled and he's dead. He's the undead. He's getting fondled.
Let me fondle the horse and put it in the hearse.
He drives around in a hearse. He doesn't have a horse cart. It's just a fucking hearse with a fucking horse sticking out.
Is the horse alive?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, here comes alive.
Reanimated horse cock.
Hey, that's a good career move. Hey, I'm the horse fast.
Yeah.
You got a dead horse?
I'll reanimate that cock for you. But it's gonna cost you your daughter. I'm like, that's fine. I love the horse more.
Yeah.
It's like Ferris Bueller, and it's like, who do you love? You love the car. Who do you love? You love the horse.
You love the car. Hey, Cameron, take it easy. No, I just sit there and I take it.
And I take it.
When Cameron was in Egypt,
let my horsey go.
Let my horses go.
Anytime they mention The Office, I'm like done.
Oh,
We're gonna rail against The Office in every episode from now on.
I am absolutely on board. The Office is the worst or the best example of like what common normal fucking Americans just eat right into it. They eat that shit up and they're like, oh my god, it's a personality. It's part of me. I like The Office. The Office is me. It's
like they took the torch from Friends.
Yes, I agree. Even though Friends had a little more chutzpah.
More edge to it. I mean, it had edge because it talked about sex, but aside from that, it was really cheesy.
Yeah, I was never a big Friends fan, but I think I would rate that higher than The Office. But your point of taking the torch,
Friends was more appealing because it wasn't set in a fucking office. But the characterization was probably better in Office. Like, I've watched it before and I'm like, this is well done. But I don't like it.
And I'm not gonna come home from my office job and watch.
Exactly, man. I don't want to be reminded those places exist. They're terrible. Yeah. The last time I worked in Office, I started crying. I really did. I was there 4 days and I cried.
Dude, they drain the life from you.
I can never do it again. I'm going to go on unemployment forever and be a fucking fucking monster. A draining monster that's like, well, I'm waiting for that other extension. I know people that have done that, and it's like, I never wanted to be that, but I'm like, I can really feel like I can only work with some of the kids or sports, or both, and that's fine by me. Like, I'll just wait for that to happen. I can't do anything else. I can't do anything else, man.
Yeah, man, I'm telling it's the man. They're keeping you down, man.
Yeah, I'd rather suck dicks for money than fucking work in an office.
Dude, the best job I've ever had has been coaching soccer.
Yeah.
For kids. It's fucking awesome.
You could do that again.
Best job I've ever had. Yeah, but that's not viewed as being my golden ticket by those who I live with. So
what's your golden ticket? What do they want you to do?
Go get a consulting job, work at Accenture, move to Arlington, dress like a complete douchebag every day of my life, and then marry the first drunk whore I see out at Arlington on a Friday night.
They're not going out in Arlington anymore. There's no place to go.
Okay, fast forward 6 months, they're back.
They're back. They got another bar. They got tapas. Oh my God, tapas.
Oh my God, they have Moscow mules. Moscow mules.
Moscow mules and tapas. I would have pour it on the tapas and eat it with my mouth.
I like tapas.
They're going to pour it on the floor and I'll still drink it. And they put it on the floor and the tapas, I'll still eat it. And The Office is playing on every TV.
I'm just a silly gal.
And I still would have gone to that bar. I still would have gone to it.
Yeah.
I'm fucking thirsty.
This is still going, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, we're still going. What's a prototypical name of that type of girl?
A prototypical horse girl?
No, not a horse girl.
Oh. A horse girl is always like Brittany.
Nah.
Yeah, dude.
I've never met a horse girl named Brittany. I met a whore girl named Brittany.
Yeah, I do.
But some of them are not like that at all. It's just like, it's a name that has some variety to it. But
it can't be, you can't hold that name down.
Like a Chaleth would be fucking Chaleth, the horse girl.
Chaleth, maybe a arsenic or a cyanide.
Cyanina. SARS. Sayonara.
No, for the girl that would be the prototypical, pee in my metaphorical pod with me if I was working a job I'd want to hang myself at the end of the day at. I think maybe a Rebecca.
No.
Maybe
Becca, maybe, but not a Rebecca.
How about Lindsay? Maybe a Lindsay.
Yeah.
Maybe a Sarah.
Sarah's, there's too many Sarahs, though.
I know some good Sarahs. One of which just got back in town.
They're gonna hunt down. Someone's gonna hunt down Sarahs to limit Sarahs. They're gonna be like, no, we can only have a certain amount of people per name.
We can only have 6 Sarahs at once.
Corona has shown us that we do better with lower numbers.
Dude, I think we briefly talked about this on the last episode.
Yeah.
It was due time for a goddamn plague or an epidemic. We just have too many people on this fucking planet.
Too many people on the planet, so the disease started doing the work that your leaders are afraid to.
It stopped doing the work for us. They said, hey, put all the kids back on that bus and then let them die.
It's not God's work, but what if it is?
Why did India decide to quarantine? That the worst country has so many people. Let them not quarantine so they can infect and all that.
1.3 billion people. And they say they don't have any cases, or it's like low number of like. So you got the three of the most populous nations on the planet, China, India, and Russia, all lying about it.
Three of the most populous. And populous.
Yeah, populous.
Funny.
Populated? Oh, I said populous, didn't I?
You said 3 of the most populous.
Oh, well, they're definitely not populous nations. No, I was mistaken. I meant to say populated.
But yeah, Russia, India, and China.
They're all lying about their counts.
Yeah, China's... Dude, I've been saying this, and we talked about it. We've talked about it a couple times. Dude, China's probably been lying from day one. If you're going to start off lying and trying to control the information, you're not going to ever, like, come 100% clean.
Oh, let's course correct. Okay, we have 300,000 people infected and 45,000 deaths.
Yeah, we rounded down just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a couple people.
Yeah, just a couple. I mean, they all mean nothing to us, so they just were saving face for some reason, so we won't not make our products there. What companies? There's gonna be no companies left to make products.
I know.
We're only buying essential things right now. It's great. That part is great.
It is. I agree. But your point about them saving face, why do they continue to do that? They have such a pattern of, like, always acting the same way, and this is how we do it. It's, we have absolute control. This is how we have to look the best, do all that. No one fucking believes it anymore. Why continue to try and, govern your whole entire fucking nation that way? I don't understand it.
Yeah. It's bullshit, man. What you smoking there?
A little crack.
Oh, that crack rock.
Yeah, that rock. Yeah, got it on the corner from JJ. You know him.
Yeah, you give me that rock. Can I smoke that rock?
Yeah, give me that rock crack. Like classic rock.
I worked on a boat and it capsized. That's it. There ain't no more to that story.
I swam back to shore because I was on crack. I
swam like 3 miles back on crack. I was back on crack after that. After that boat went down.
Swam by Michael Phelps. I said, "Hey, what's up, nigga?" I just kept swimming.
And I was like, what's up? And I swam away from that boat.
Yeah, I swam away from that boat. That boat don't know me because I know crack.
It wasn't going down. It wasn't going. That boat go down. I go no crack.